I'm having a particularly bad hair day today, I do apologise. So the Avengers, yeah. I didn't get to see the Avengers until its third day of release. I learnt one simple thing: booking is important. So that was a bit shit. But it kind of worked out for the best, because in the haze of essay deadline handing things, I hadn't really had the opportunity to get excited, you know? I know I've had like 3 years to get excited for it, but I mean that whole build-up of thinking, gosh, I'm actually going to the cinema tonight, you know, I'm actually going to be sitting in the cinema waiting for that film to start. I didn't get that excitement. And it also offered the opportunity to go and see the prequels, which was brilliant. Now, a lot of people I've talked to have said that they're hesitant about going to see the film because they haven't seen the prequels. But if that is your reason for not going, then just go, okay, because it makes very little difference. One of the best things about the film for me is that it's open to anyone. My housemate described it as a fanboy's wet dream, which it absolutely is. If you are a fanboy, you're going to love it. But it's more like a wet dream where you've left out nibbles for the guests in case anybody else wants to pop in. People coming along for the ride that aren't fully invested in what's going on. I do recommend watching the other films if you get the opportunity beforehand, because for me it did help. You know, you've got a lot of backstory on characters and stuff, and it does make them seem more real, makes them seem like them kind of characters rather than just flat two-dimensional characters. 3D is what I was going for with that. I just looked in the mirror. I'm not just having a bad hair day, I'm just having a bad face day. I can only apologise. I might put a hat on. I'll put a hat on. I don't know if that makes me look better or worse, but we're going to run with it. The film does give brief explanations through dialogue and so on about the characters' past lives and everything. So if you are not going to see it because you haven't seen the prequels, don't. Alright, because you will be missing out. If you can find the opportunity to go and see this film in 2D, and like me think that 3D is an absolute waste of time and money, then do. Because the 3D thing was added in post-production, and nothing is added to the film by having it in 3D. So Mark Ruffalo's the third actor to take on the role of Hulk, and he does it brilliantly for me. I think it was fantastic. He seems to strike the perfect balance between looking and sounding intelligent, but also like being quite witty and attractive. Attractive in a sort of rugged way. He's kind of... I mean when he's not the Hulk. He's attractive when he's not the Hulk. Sadly, the Hulk doesn't have as much going for him. I mean, green's not the most attractive trait to a man, is it? Doesn't matter how big your muscles are, if you're green, then I think you're destined not to marry. Far too rough in bed, I'd imagine. Hulk sex just doesn't have quite the same ring to it, I don't think. Credit to all the actors, actually, because they all do a really good job. I don't just want to pick him out, you know. I think he was the best, but they were all pretty damn good. The chemistry between him and Robert Downey Jr. is wonderful and hilarious. And that's another great thing about this film, actually, is that it's properly laugh-out-loud funny. There were at least 2 occasions at the screening I went to where everybody around me was laughing so hard that it carried on into the next scene and you missed dialogue and stuff. And the whole film is very immersive. You're seeing these wonderful sweeping visuals where a whole city is destroyed, and it just looks incredible. It's quite grounded in a weird way. So you just find yourself like going along with it and not questioning pretty much anything. That was what it was for me. Like, there was very little things where I thought that's unreal, because basically you're watching a film about superheroes. You can't do that. So as long as you go along with the ridiculous side to it, it becomes quite real after that. As ever, it's over to Monkey for our rating now, so hit it, Monkey.
I'd give this film 4 out of 5 stars.
Have you got any reasoning for that, Monkey, that you can tell us about?
Yes. It was a very good film, but the script was not...
Monkey. He's camera shy. Anyway, 4 out of 5 stars. I think it was pretty brilliant. If you're a fanboy, it's a definite 5-star film for you. But for me, there was something lacking, and I am not a film critic. So I don't have to give reason beyond that. So that's my review of the film. Credit to all the actors. Oh, fuck off! You watching? Oh, fuck! This is harder than it looks.